DSPN, the Devlin Sports Podcast Network.
DSPN, I hope you're liking what you're listening to and what you're looking at. The full podcast version of this show's going to be about a week or so away. In the meantime, we're putting up a whole lot of interviews and talking rugby. Right now, the Blues, champions of Super Rugby Aotearoa in 2024. I'm looking to go back-to-back in 2025. It's a very warm welcome to the show. First time, Payton Spencer, son of, King Carlos, of course. Welcome, mate. Happy New Year.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks for having me on.
Look, I'm sorry to be another one who will always reference your dad, but this is your life, isn't it? And this is what you get used to, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, had it my whole life, so yeah, used to it now.
Payton, just a little bit about yourself. I know that you're NPC, of course, and New Zealand Sevens as well. How many games have you actually played for these teams?
So I've been to 3 tournaments for Sevens, and I think I played a couple games for Auckland NPC. So yeah, not too many. Struggled with injuries a bit, but yeah, hopefully more to come in the future.
So no games for the Blues yet?
No game for the Blues yet. Hopefully this year.
Well, and are you expecting it to be a big step up? Have people told you that? Have they said that, look, from the NPC level, it is up another level?
I haven't heard anyone say it, but I guess just from the trainings that we've had so far, it has been a pretty big lift in intensity, I guess you could say. But yes, I am expecting it to be quite a bit different, obviously NPC level. But yes, looking forward to it though.
So you've made the commitment now to 15s permanently. Will you go back to 7s?
That's a hard question to answer. I mean, if I get the opportunity, maybe, but right now I'm set on 15s for the future. Yeah.
Your favourite position at the back, playing 15, but again, is that flexible?
Definitely. I mean, if I can play on the field, I'd play anywhere. I don't mind. But yeah, 15 is my preferred position, I guess. Yeah.
Have you worn a number 10 jersey at any stage in your life?
I haven't yet. I haven't had a go at 10 yet, but maybe in the future that could happen, I guess. Yeah.
What have the coaches said to you about what they expect of you this year in terms of playing time, in terms of what they want from you?
The coaches haven't really had much of a say. You know, it's kind of hard at this moment. Still just trying to get back into the groove of things, obviously with my shoulder. So yeah, they haven't really said much, but yeah, hopefully get a few games, or yeah, I guess it's kind of a building year, just playing 15s again, getting back into the swing of things. But yeah.
Well, it's always a big attrition rate as well. We saw that with Zane last year as well, didn't we? So, you know, I mean, you've always got to be ready for the call-up. That's why you play. Exactly. That's why you train, right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
What has your old man said to you about it?
Nah, he's pretty quiet. He lets me do my own thing. You know, he doesn't really have much of a say. He doesn't really want to be in my ear the whole time. I think he's just hoping for the best, you know, hoping the best
of course,
for
like
me.
Any father, yeah.
And so I'm sure he would want me to get a few games under my belt.
Look, I apologise for the cliches, mate, but I can't not look at you and see your father in you and just think, wow, do you have that mercurial kind of skill level that he had?
Yeah, I don't know. It's different. I think we're different players. Like, yeah, he's crazy. He's one of a kind. So hopefully I could get to where he was one day. But yeah.
He invented things. He invented things on the
field.
He invented the banana kick and things like this. Do you actually remember a lot of that as a kid watching him?
It's hard because I wasn't even born when he was at his peak, I guess. So yeah, he played.
So he just points to YouTube now. Go and look at YouTube, man. Go and look at my highlight reel.
Exactly. Well, that's the only way I could watch him play and see what he did was through YouTube and just clips, because I wasn't born yet to watch him do his thing. Yeah. So
another thing you got in common, of course, is that when Carlos came up to Auckland, he was a young boy. I think he was young man, 17 or 18. You're only 20 years old yourself.
Yeah. No, he was young. So yeah, it's nice to kind of follow him in that kind of way, of being a youngster and getting into things early.
Does it? I don't think that the right word is intimidate, but do you wear or bear any of that on your shoulders, or you obviously you're your own man, and you think, no, I've just got to carve my own path here. Having that name is a fantastic thing, of course, but this is me.
I mean, yeah, definitely. It comes with its ups and downs, I guess. I struggled with it quite a bit when I was a lot younger, but the more I get, the older I get, the more I get used to it. So, yeah, I think I've found a way just to embrace it in a way. Like it's a good thing. I'm proud to have that name on my back,
sure.
And have him as my dad. So, yeah, I feel like it's a blessing. And yeah, it's a good thing. Yeah, I like it.
You're walking into, as I said right at the very start, a champion squad and a team that did something that hadn't been done for a generation, 20 years, won. And I'm damn sure that all the coaching staff and all the old wise heads around have reset again and said, okay, that was last year, that's not this year. Is that the general message that you're getting?
Yes, definitely. I mean, there's been a big up on wanting to go back to back, of course, wanting to get, not just wanting to do a 1 year and then the next just, not do as good. So yeah, there's definitely a big push on getting that number one spot again. So yeah, that's a massive push.
Look, because when you look at dynasties and champion teams do it more than once.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and obviously I would like to be a part of it. Obviously I wasn't here when the boys got the win last year, so hopefully I could help them, and be part of one this year.
Payton, when you walk into that dressing shed or you walk into training and you see some of those players and some of the biggest names in the All Blacks, guys that have achieved a hell of a lot in their careers, how does that make you feel? How do they react and behave to you?
No, it's good. Obviously there's some massive names in the team, but I feel like it's just more of an opportunity. You have some of the best minds in the game at the moment. It's just great learnings, can learn off them. And yeah, just the opportunity is massive, to touch shoulders with some of the best rugby players in the world, I guess.
And they're really free with their advice and their encouragement for you?
Yes, definitely. So the ABs currently aren't in at the moment.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of them in. So yeah, it's been good to, run around on the field with them. But yeah, it'll be good when the ABs finally come back into training and that.
Pretty damn hot in Auckland at the moment, mate. And I know that you've been training this morning and so forth. And just letting people know who are watching this, look, it's well over 20 degrees out there. And, the competition kicks off in February, which is the hottest month in New Zealand. I mean, this is just how it is these days. But, it means we get a dry, fast track and obviously, showcasing skills and playing fast rugby and all of that kind of stuff. But just in terms of the training, just walk us through what you are actually doing at the moment as a squad.
So obviously we just finished pre-season and then got into the new year. So currently we're just pretty much focusing on game plan and getting everything in line, I guess. So we're pre-season in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So I think we're just working towards that, to play the Crusaders. But yeah, it's pretty much just going over our game plan, going over our moves, just making sure everyone's on the same page.
And yeah, February the 15th, Saturday night against the Chiefs. It's quite a way to start the comp, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. Rematch.
Yeah.
It'll be
Not
good,
only
though.
that, yeah. And look, and also, old rivalries and that, they did that last year, beat you last year or beat the team last year in that crucial knockout game.
Yeah, definitely. So it'll be a good tester, but it'll be a good way to kick off the season.
Who are your other young mates in the team?
I have a couple. So Shay Clark, obviously, is one of them. He's been in sevens with him. There's heaps. Xavier Taylor, Rico Simpson. Yeah, the boys are all close, so it's hard to pick. It's hard to pick out names.
Payton, is this your first ever job?
Yes, it is. So I guess you could say the sevens was my first ever job.
Yeah, right.
But, yeah, but this is pretty much my first ever job out of high school. So yeah.
Bloody hell. So I think that's a bit like your old man as well. So yeah, your first ever job has been a professional sports person. It's not a bad way to start. I was just thinking about Tim Southey, in his retirement after about 18 or 19 years in the Black Caps. Yeah, and he said, I've never known any other job than this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so yeah, this is my first job. So I'm pretty lucky and grateful to, get the opportunity to play a sport that I love and do it full time. But yeah, I couldn't imagine going and working a normal job because I've, never had to. But so yeah, very grateful for the opportunity, I guess.
It's so good to hear, mate, because it's obviously that your feet are on the ground and it's a real privilege, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. You don't really, not many people get the opportunity to go straight into playing sport straight out of school. So no, definitely massive.
I don't want to put cart before horse here, but I guess that your ambitions, having played for the Sevens and everything, are as high as eventually wanting to achieve a black jersey.
Yes, definitely. So obviously getting that black jersey for the first time for Sevens was a big thing. That was massive to wear that fern on my chest. But yes, definitely wanting to get that AB jersey on. So hopefully that's a massive goal for the future.
And knowing how good Carlos was at several other sports as well, and Mum as well, have you played other sports? Are you actually good at everything? Like, I just presume you probably play basketball well. You can hit a cricket ball. You can play tennis. You can do everything.
So yeah, when I was in school, I played a bit of cricket. That was probably going to be, when I finished school, I was deciding between rugby and cricket, actually, what to do and what to pursue for my future. And eventually I chose the rugby path.
Why was that?
I think the main reason, my last year of rugby, so when I was, before that in year 12, I was definitely heading more towards being a cricket player because that's just what I enjoyed, I guess. I enjoyed it more, And then it wasn't until my last year of first 15 where I was like, nah, I don't want to play cricket anymore. I want to just focus on rugby and trying to get that right. And yeah, that's what I eventually wanted to do with my future.
There's a fair bit of money involved in cricket if you can whack that ball over the fence these days, mate.
Yes, there is, especially if you make it to the IPL leagues and over in India and that, there's a lot of money. But yeah, my heart was definitely with rugby. So yeah, I just went with my heart.
You're going to get called up for that black clash at some stage, obviously, and you can play for either side.
Well, hopefully, I had a chance to play in the black clash. I think it was my first year out of school, but unfortunately, I had to turn that down because I had other commitments with the Sevens team. So yeah, hopefully, I get another crack at it.
Does it feel like you're living the dream at the moment? 20 years old, you're about to play for the Blues. Rugby's the national game and just beloved here in the country and that. Does it really feel like that?
Oh, 100%. I mean, wake up every day, knowing that you're going to be running around on a field and then lifting weights. I mean, what else could you really ask for? I mean,
well, I do it every day myself. You
life.
Can tell, mate. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I bet Mum and Dad are enormously proud of you, mate. I mean, you're obviously a very good young man. As I said, you're really grounded. I can only wish you all the very best. Can't wait to actually see you out on the field playing and showcasing some of those, many of the skills that you got.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, hopefully get a few games and show what I can do. Yeah.
Great talking to you, mate.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
DSPN.